Good afternoon, my friends. This is the lunchtime version of the Breakfast Club. I thought I'd just pop in here and show you some of these great places for these fail-safes to work for the trades I took this morning. You'll see I took 3 trades. I'll show you them here. I don't mind showing you where the ones that would go wrong as well as the ones that go right. I was looking to get in here, so I originally put my trades in here. And let me just make sure that we're live here. And make sure we're still good. Yes, we are. And look at that, Victor's in here already. Joe. We got Joe and Victor. Buenas tardes, my friend Victor. You always want to talk in a deeper accent when you're speaking Spanish. ¿Dónde está la playa? You know, that's the first thing I'm going to say when I meet you, Victor. ¿Dónde está la playa? Anyway, let's talk about this. These entries I had here, and I had to run to do to return that machine, right? So my stop loss was sitting right up here. Stop was up here. This was the reversal pattern that we saw, and it's like, great. So when you see this, you start thinking to yourself, what's 50% of this range? What's an area I want to reach for? What are some lower arrays that I want to reach for, like old highs, order blocks, discount arrays, breakers that support this run down here. So you want to get in on that. So right when you see this one run up to here, you think, I got to get in here. So ideally this wick should have come up here and took us in. We could have got out at the first swing low, which is an old high. Next swing, this fair value gap fill. The next swing, order block, breaker. See the breaker? And if we pull the fib tool on the range, 50%, right there. So when this has already been run out, before you get a chance to get in, you wait, because now all of a sudden you've got these lows that get taken out. So now as I was away doing my returning the machine, this happens. See this? We run straight up inside here. Now all this the stuff that I'm aiming for has already been hit. So I'm not here to see that now's not a good time to enter back into this. But let's say I did. Didn't matter. It did it anyway. What I want to show you is that there's a lower probability that you're just going to get this full run down here now that you've already run into the range, 50% of that range. We could get a simple push back up for the next price leg higher. So be careful about your entries. I wasn't here, so all I had to save me was my stop loss. So I took the stop loss up here. Now, had I been here, I come back. Here's where the failsafe works, and I want you to see this. There's the high of my last entry right there. You see this one right here? Let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see this a little clearer. That's my last entry. So I had 3 entries, one there, and one I had 3 different entries. Okay, so you can see them right here. There, and there, and there. You see that? All 3 of those entries. Something's chirping. See that? Hang on a second. I can feel something's chirping over here. Okay, so you can see how we traded above it with this candle right here. You see that? I'll put my crosshairs here so you'll see where my entry was. Now you see that candle trades above. There's the indication that we're going long. I'm wrong. So failsafe kicks in right here. And you see it pop up, start driving down. I start taking that one off. that one off, and that one off. All in that candle, and the weight moved to the sidelines now. And now we have this massive run up. So because I wasn't here, I didn't get a chance to use my fail-safe and get out of all break-even trades, all in that one candle. Now that doesn't happen all the time, but the moment that happens, that's my fail-safe. So instead of losing everything there, I would have broke even on all my trades and waited. And waited to move to the sidelines and waited for a different setup to occur. Okay. So as it was, it took me out up there. There's my stop loss. You'll see all of them get taken out right there, which is that high there. So that's an indication right there that we're moving in a higher direction. So there's that one. And then I want to show you the one I was super keen on getting into. I saw this right here. I saw this and I was like, "Ooh, I'm jumping in on that." So I bought down here and I bought there and there. So both of them are inside this candle here. And when it came back up, I was preoccupied, did not take the I don't think I even have a stop loss. No, I didn't have a stop loss on this. I didn't put my stop loss up here. I was preoccupied with something, and as you can see, it traded above me here. Here was my opportunity to get back out at break even, or at least to the smaller stop loss. But in the end, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't have a stop loss. So I ended up losing up here. So I lost a chunk, letting it sit, and did not quickly put my stop loss in there. So lesson learned. So I make mistakes too. But you can see how the break even, the fail safe, before that stop loss gets hit, you have an opportunity to start unloading some of your positions at that high and that high, or those two levels right there. You could have got the high and the mean threshold out at break even. So again, fail safe works awesome. And then this guy here, I got in here. I saw this, I got in a little early. No, I got in right on that one, and then I got another one at the mean threshold right there, and then I got another one right there. And here was another buy at 18. I took out one here, and then I let one run all the way up here before getting out up high. So here's where you're going to get a run through. So if you're entering in on a swing trade here to go back down, here's where, if you're not paying yourself at your swing, your rejection blocks, and I didn't, should have paid myself here. I keep lecturing you guys about it, but I didn't take these trades that went in full entrances. I could have had all my trades right here. Could have paid myself, and I think around here it was about $4,000 it was up. And then I ended up unloading my positions like down here, so with a small profit. I ended up pulling the thing into profit, so they all those trades up there ended up getting out right down here. So you can see where they are. I got down just here. So we have another reversal pattern right here. We're looking for it to get back inside for continuation on the downside. We've already taken the lows though. So I'd like to see something get back in here. Again, put your stop loss up top and continue on the downside. So here, we'll put one in right here, because this is the one that's going to save you the most for your trailing stop loss goes up here. And if we're wrong, then as soon as it pops above and comes back to this point, we can close out the trade for failing for a trailing or a fail-safe. If you get a situation like this where it opened up and just going whoosh and ripped right through you, and you didn't trail your stop loss after taking profits, that would have ripped right through and took your stop loss out. You didn't get a chance to do oh, it trades above, catch the fail safe and get out. Nope, that's one of those. This is a great example of it ripping right through you. Now here's the low one. There's the first entry. If that rolls over and goes all the way back down now, that's entry 1, entry 2, entry 3. I want extreme discount or extreme premium to sell at a discount. Equal lows down here. This would be a great place for you to get short on. And I do like this idea that we've returned back into this daily imbalance. See that little price imbalance there? We've come through it. I'd like to see it come back to it one more time inside that range and then come back down, which is what we're looking for ideal setup. That's why I took this one initially. I was like, ooh, that's perfect. That's right inside that imbalance. So I'll catch this one. Pay yourself. Now, if we can catch this one inside here, there's the first one. You can catch 2 and 3 here. It's a great place to start looking for. Pay yourself down here and then let the rest run. Move yourself to break even. Why are they speaking so badly about ICT? Invest, ignore them. Somebody invariably wants to talk trash about everyone, especially those people who can't just let somebody be successful. I'll give it this ICT this. He does bring it on himself sometimes the way he does. He's got lots of confidence. Let's put it that way. He can come across as being arrogant, and that's not his intention. But when you really know your stuff, there's that confidence that kind of comes through, and he can. He used to be a troll on the Twitter. That was his thing. He used to do a lot of it, and he got a lot of it back. And he trash talk people, and unfortunately, you get people that react to that, right? I believe come in with some love. If you get it, great. You can focus. Listen to what you want to focus on. I don't want to focus on people being negative towards ICT. Don't waste your time. Focus on positive. Focus on your direction. Focus. Stay focused. Don't worry about what they're trash talking that guy for. I have no time for people like that. I don't. So that was one of your first entries right here. You scale out a piece here, and once again, I want the extreme profit portion, so I'm not getting mine, but keep your eye on that little area right there. And it's right in a time that we're expecting some it's now inversion. Beautiful entry right there. Off grid. How you doing, buddy? Chris, unsuccessful people hate those who are better than them. I think people who are very self-conscious tend to spend more energy hacking on someone. Now you imagine all that negative energy you're putting out there. All that focus. It's like Tony Robbins says, like, emotion. What's emotion? It's energy in motion. E-motion. Energy equals motion. You get emotional about something, you get motion, you get direction for it. And if all your motion is, your energy is focused on negative stuff, the harder you pursue it, the more negative your brain's gonna move that way. That's the more you're gonna attract the very thing that you are trying to avoid. A lot of people in counseling who do the same thing. They'll focus on all the things that are going wrong in their relationship. I say, I don't want this. Well, stop focusing on what you don't want and focus on what you do want. Because the more you focus on what you don't want, the more you get what you don't want. The more you focus on bad things, the more you get bad things. Multi-millionaires and bazillionaires and all that stuff don't go, well, you don't see Elon Musk going, well, I don't know, let's throw a rocket into space, see if it works. Let's give it a go. I got some money. Let's make a rocket, throw it up there. I don't know. No way, man. He's always looking for something positive, looking for a new way to change something. What went wrong? How do we fix it? It's all feedback. It's not failure. Because his mindset isn't based on failure, it's on success. He doesn't go, oh, that worked. Well, look, I made $1 billion. How lucky was that? I didn't think I would do it. I was pretty negative about the whole thing. I thought for sure this is not going to work, and I ended up with $1 billion. Pfft, how lucky was I? That's just total BS. That's just luck. That's not the way they think. You want to be successful? Think successful. Don't attract crappy people into your life. Ditch it. They're just trying to manage their problems in their own world. Don't let them suck you into their negativity. I do like this, right there. I do like this one off of here. Continuation on the downside. Off this breaker here now. We're back to that. If we come into this breaker one more time, and we've already run the lows out, see how we're starting to do the same thing I talked about down here? If we get that low taken, this fair value gap, order blocks, they start getting run out on us and it comes back, then are we going to continue to the upside some more? Are we banging around in between these two fair value gaps now? Are we finally getting a reversal? I can't believe how much we're growing. I was looking back at the stats yesterday, and do you know that we came into the year just under 100. I thought it was 120, but it wasn't. It was under 100. We started the year off. And then by the end of February, I was looking to try and break 200 people in the, not break 200, but get 200 subscribers by the end of February. And I think February 27th or 28th or something like that, we're at 194. And then all of a sudden it just shot up. And since just this month alone, we're over 514 people. Like 300 people in a matter of coming up for 3 weeks. And that's crazy. I love it. You must be doing something right. Attracting some good positive people in here, looking for people who are looking to change their mindset, get into a more positive mindset, help their trades feel more confident about their trades so they're not battling so much cortisol and stress and putting their fists through the screens and getting a rage on because it's not working out the way you want. If it's not working out the way you want, you'll see it before it works out the way you don't want it to, and you'll save your money if you have a fail-safe. And you're here and not dropping machines off somewhere. Derek. Okay. How you doing, buddy? Good morning, good afternoon. Who's the movie star now live? No movie star. Though I have been in some movies. I've been in some shows. Darren Hancock, trader and philosopher. Let me tell you, I've got lots of ideas. I'm sure if you stick around through time, you're going to hear a lot of my thoughts around getting your mindset, changing your mindset, change your destiny. I'm a firm believer in all that stuff. I'm 'Cause, 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 ' So we've got consolidation, consolidation. They're literally banging off of each other right now. So is this just a run down to run back up higher? So I'm going to sit and wait. I want that Derek discount array way up here. I want to get a good premium so I can offload it at a discount. If it pops up above me, I can get out. My failsafe is wrong if it continues higher, and I'm waiting. Those of you who got in here, did you pay yourself at the rejection block? Did you pay yourself at the bottom of the fair value gap? Right? And then if we trade above that spot right there with a closed candle, then you got your swing going back up to the upside. And then you're stuck between this guy here and that guy right there. But you've already paid yourself down here. Now I'm thinking about it. Here's a different strategy. I just came up with this new idea. Think about this. If you take the first one and use the first one to run out the first objective, if it comes back into it, you can start all over again. If it comes all the way up into all three of them, that's when you risk the fail-safe will save you on the first one, small loss on the second one, and a bigger loss on the third one. Typically, you can layer in your 1%. So you can put, like, if you're putting micro lots on, it'd be like a 0.2, a 0.3, and a 0.5 for one macro lot, if you're going to do one macro. So you'd have the lower risk, medium risk, high risk, close to your fail-safe. If it fails, your highest risk is no loss or little to no loss versus layered 0.3, 0.3, 0.3. So the first one, if it works, snatch it out, move your stop loss to break even. And then if it comes back to you a little bit later, start your trade all over again. At least you paid yourself with a low profit one. You're just using this first level to take out the liquidity right below you. And if it comes back in again, you just keep rinsing and repeating until you trade. And believe me, all the money you made off of that one, just off that trade at a low leverage, would probably pay for the losses you would take if it comes back up and through you on your fail-safe. So it's almost like you're building an extra bit of buffer room, saying, I'm going to give myself some space so that this stop loss that I have sitting up here, I'm protecting this initial information here by the first trade that comes here. I'm taking it out right there and waiting to see if it comes back into me. If it does, great. If it doesn't and continues down, oh well. But I got some money out right away, and I'm using that to buffer any potential loss I could take in here if it goes through me. What do you guys think? What do you think of that idea? I like that idea. I think I might try to incorporate that. Now I have to dress up for the camera. No pajamas. I bet you one day you're going to get pajamas, Derek. I'm going to be sitting here with this like bed head on one side. I'll be like, how's it going? I'm feeling a little rattled today. So here's another good example. Now you'd be back to loading that one on one more time. You see that? And that whole trade there just paid you once, twice, 3 times a lady. You paid yourself right there 3 times. Then you come back and you get to use all the money you made in here off of that small leverage one to start your whole trade all over again. Isn't that cool? It's like, oh, I'm just waiting for my entry now, but I made some money along the way. And I start my trade again. Now, if this rolls over and comes back down here again, You look for a discount array, start paying yourself again. Move your stop loss right into break even right now, and then start paying yourself like right off this order block here, or off that old high right there. I'd snap that right up into here right now. I'd be in the profit and take my stress off of that trade. If it came back, it's paid for itself. And if it comes down to here, I'll pay myself. Because there's a swing point there, off that order block. I'm just trying to think of ways you can super snipe your way into nibbling cheese. Getting fat on the little nibbling cheese right there. There's the high. Are you going to pay there? Let's just look at that high there. From there, 49 to 59. There's 10 handles right there. 10 handles. How many points is that, Derek? 40 points of the 200 or 320 you're supposed to get for the week? It's 40 points right there. Furba, Darren, there, I got 2 set up, but didn't enter because it was out of the macro. You know what, Furba? That's okay, brother. You saw it, and that's the important thing. You saw it, stay positive. You're living the dream, man. Slowly, it will start to manifest. You'll start to see it, and it will happen for you. Don't worry about the fact that you didn't get it. Look at that and saying, I saw it. I saw it. I'm looking right at you, Furba. You saw it, and you're going to take it next time it's available to you. If it doesn't come to you, you don't take it. Mine trade is sitting up here right now. If it doesn't come to me, I don't care. We're on a 1-minute chart, my friend. We are going to nail one. We're just dropping the fish hook in the water. And when we get that hit, we're going to run it. Run it. See, there you go. That little one you had right there, you paid yourself 10. Pop in again. You paid yourself once. You paid yourself twice. And now you're in again. And we're just waiting for this and this to clear out. And all this that you've just made inside here has all been made off of your lowest leverage entry right there. So now if this trades back through you, all these entries that you're about to make, that one right there, and then the higher leverage one right here, if it takes me in, is it going to deny me? Oh, there you go. Now wait. Now all three of them are in, right? So now you get ready. As soon as that starts to come down, I'm going to pull this sucker right in here, and I'm going to say, I want to see that start to go down. I'm going to be like, I don't want that to come back past there. That's all I'm willing to lose. Oh, look at this. We're in profit now. Now I'm in profit. Now zero stress. Look at that. You're up $1,200 just right there. And all those other ones you paid. As soon as it comes down and gives you a little bit of money, I'm just going to lock in some profits as I go. Just because we've already run this out here. So I want to lock in profits on the way down. If it comes back, we're going to lock in some money here. Now I want to see that provide a level of support. Right there, pay yourself. I'm going to pay myself with another little run down into maybe right there. Give myself a couple $100 because now look at this down here. Rejection block. I'll take one off if we get a rejection block hit. Oh, it came back to me. Just made almost $1,000 right there, you guys. Just taking that little trade. See? Now, somebody will say, well, you're trailing your stop loss too fast. You missed an opportunity there. Yeah, whatever. I put $500 in your pocket. I know it's demo money, but I don't care. When it's real money, $500 in your pocket, and somebody says to you, oh, you're trailing your stop loss too fast, you go, I got $500 in my pocket. How about you? you got your entry again. You had all three of those entries come down to an order block. Now, if this comes up back all the way back up to here, then you're going to say, oh yeah, Darren, you trailed your stop loss too fast. Really? No, my stop loss just got hit. I just made some money. Quick, grab yourself some cash, people. It's going to make you feel better. You're going to feel more confident because you're looking at that stop loss. I'm in a range right here from this swing high to this swing high to that swing low. That's a nice, huge entry back into your order block. So you start creeping that right down now because I know I'm inside that range, and that candle that came down is right in an extreme discount of this small little range, because that's what you're looking at. That candle there, I'm literally between this candle and this candle. And that candle, I can only get support on it when I get above it. This candle, I'm inside it. It's the range. So you got to be quick and say, I'm just going to run back to the nearest order block, which is right here. And it's a breaker. So do I expect to get some support off of that? Hell yeah. And look at all the profit I would have been given away if I could just keep sitting on that and waiting. Whereas I can just make my money, come back in here and do the same trades we've been talking about over here, right here. Bang, bang, bang. And then start the whole thing over again. And all the money I made here, that's going to be my fail-safe again if I'm wrong. It's like building padding in case you're wrong. Nibble some money out first. Now, we couldn't have predicted that this was going to happen, but if it did, here's a great way to manage it. If it just took off on you, great. You made a little bit of money, like right there. And we just sit on the sidelines and now wait for a better setup. Swing high. Fair value gap. Trade below it. Come back into it. I like that one. Stop loss will go up here. Get ready for, if it fails, do a safe exit there. But you got to get a body below here, though. Ideally, a nice punch. Come back up into it and then go. Lewis, PJs is fine for me. Maybe you will make more money. Yes. Trust me, there's going to be days where you're going to see PJs, I'm sure. There was a few days there that I woke up within a few minutes. Okay, so watch this candle. Mm-hmm. Do, 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 do. Yep, 10 handles is 40 points. Good trade. Sniper entry. Small wins every day. That's all you need. Jeremy, I'm shocked by this sniper entry as fast as lightning. It is. Gotta pull the trigger. Did I miss the unveiling this morning? Darn. Hated to miss that. Yes, at the mighty unveiling of my mug this morning. I said if I hit 500, I end up buying one of these fancy ring lights. It's on the right setting. It's supposed to make me look 20 years younger. What my wife said, she came in here and said, no, wrong color. Wrong. Okay, that one works. You look 20 years younger. So good luck. If I turn that light out, you'll be like, oh, the crypt keeper. What the heck happened there? No, we're positive. Positive mental body. Stay positive in your mindset. Too many other demons chasing around inside my head right now. So got to stay positive. Got to stay positive. At least that's what my shrink says. See how we're consolidating here right now? We're between this candle here and that candle there, overlapped. Wait for it to break out. Do something. Come on. If we get this entry one more time, let's do the same entry again. And if it runs above us, let's try practicing the fail-safe. Because we got $500 to play with now that we were losing, that I won coming down here. So now I've got a $500 buffer. Stop loss will go right up here. So really, I'm only risking 500 when you look at that. So we'll see what happens here. And see how this mean threshold is holding price? The bodies are respecting that. So pop up, grab me, pop down again, stay inside this inversion. I'm all right with that. Sorry, yeah, inversion. Oh, we need some carrot, but not yet. I'm going to turn it sideways, say it's not available at the moment. Come up and get me first, then we'll give you some carrot. Okay, there you go. There's some carrot. So we're looking for, see, just ran above. Nice. Close below. So where do I want to be inside this range here? Back to this order block. So you're trading order block to order block. You want to just get out, take a piece out right here. So just put some profit in here. I just want to show you how some quick sniping you can do. Stop loss comes right there now. I don't want to see it come above that. If it does, I'm all right with that. Now we've just taken that high. I don't want it to come above. Now you might say, you're way too tight on your stop loss. Like, no, I don't want it to go above there anymore. You've run up above this high. You've just popped up above it. If you come and take me out, I'm out 150 bucks. Well, I made 550, so I'm still up 400 bucks. There you go. Now watch what happens. If this closes above this and then comes back and finds support at it, you'll say, ah, there was something in the reason you said you didn't want it to get above that high. And if it just runs me out again, whatever. I'm in a tight little consolidation here. Now there's the next high level. They were in a premium. I was expecting it to come back into a discount, but see what they did is they came back into a 2-minute order block here. And they just tapped it and they extended the range one more time. I was expecting that range to come back in here, down to here, and then get out. So they didn't. They ran me up one more time. Now they've come back into a more discount array. Look at your fib tool here. There's 50% right below you. So now we should start coming into the discount array. Unless they start pushing higher, then it starts to tell me that they would have been running on my stop even more. So here you go. There's 50%. See how they tap it? Now it's getting into where I originally wanted this one to go, right here. It hit it nicely, but they ran me one more time. That's okay. I get excited about that because I go, yep, you still did what I wanted you to do, but you just took me out a little tighter. So somebody said, well, you ran your stop loss too tight. Yep. And it didn't break above the high. Like you said, if the body breaks above the high, you'd get out. That's right. I should have left it sitting there. If I followed my rule of, hey, if a body trades above my fail-safe, if I stuck with my fail-safe idea, I would have made some money. I've been up another $1,000 right there. So there's a reason to keep your fail-safe instead of going, I don't want it to go above the high anymore. That is not a ICT standard of, I don't want it to go above the high anymore. It's going to listen to me, right? So it came all the way back down into these order block here. Mean threshold, nicely. Discount array. That's funny. That's one of those, well, you bozo, you should have just stuck with your fail-safe. You've been trying to teach your damn fail-safe. Stick with it. That's a good one. Back up to the order block body. Range. That was awesome. There you go. There's a lesson for me. Stick with your fail-safe rule. Stop trying to play the, I don't want it to come above here rule. Because I don't think that's really a rule I don't want. Lucas, so do you enter a session with a daily bias and only scalp, take the low fruits based on the bias, or do you trade with internal ranges most days? I usually trade internal range liquidity based on whatever range I'm in. This could be my internal, as you saw, I was trying to trade internal range liquidity and it popped above me, right? So I wanted to get back down to this discount array, which would have given me $1,000 more. But that was the original entry for the long. And if my bias for the day is right here, this imbalance, I want to see a swing point occur at that imbalance. And then I'm going to run all the way back down into here and run back here. So rejection block again. And that'll be my daily bias. So if I can catch this at a 10 o'clock turn, then move away. Get in and move away. Something we haven't done yet, which I want to do. I think Lambo recommended this. And that's once we get into that turn, let's say this was the 10 o'clock turn here, and we get in, we load up 3 trades in there, and we're going short, and we get to the point where we break a low, we can move to break even, and if the trade continues down, great. Now you leave it sit. You can go into your 5-minute now, or your 15-minute, and wait for the next inversion to break. Like, look at this one here. Let me just show you this one here. Like, use this to model your trade long now, or your short. So you use these fair value gaps now to give you the level of support to continue to the upside. So this was the reversal this morning. See that 945 on a 15-minute? Look at that. It takes out this low. Look at that fair value gap right here. It trades up and through it right here, right there, and then it goes boop, comes back, tags you, takes you in right there on a 15-minute with a drawdown that much, right there. And you go long, and you just let her buck, and you wait for this reversal to happen in the 15-minute chart. And as you can see, it hasn't happened yet. So you just stay in this one all the way up now, and you just trail your stop loss behind each one of your fail-safe points. So my fail-safe is if this low gets taken out on the downside and I come back into it, I'm out. And that long I took gets me out right there. Now you might say, well, you're giving up a lot there. Well, if you've scaled out properly the way you're supposed to, then this is just whatever's left. And you've been paying yourself at these rejection blocks on the 15-minute. So the moment you get into your trade on the day, expecting that daily bias to hit, waiting for a reversal to hit, jump to your 15-minute or 5-minute chart and let that manage you for the rest of the day. That's what we haven't tried yet. That's something we're going to do. Hopefully somebody will remind me, my buddy Derek, my moderator, my man. It's going to remind me how to manage this sucker. I'm trying many different ways to try and manage this, so we're all kind of growing together. So if we can get on that, you'll see a jump to these higher time frames. But I am so tempted to go, ooh, I wonder what's happening back there on the old 1-minute chart, right? See how it took me out now? It gave me an opportunity to get my entrance. Now, let's say it failed here. I went into here. I took a bit of profit. That's what I was looking for, $1,000. I took a portion off there, and I moved to break even, right? And it came back, hit me, went through me, closed above me, did not take out my stop loss. Then opened, come back down, take me out, close out my thing at a break even. Unless it did this up first, and then you would have been out here before it hit your stop loss. if it would have gone straight down first, come back up, then closed here, different story. Because as soon as it breaks that high, I'm out anyway. That's part of my rule. How you manage this candle is entirely up to you guys. But you see how that returns. You know when it breaks above, the likelihood of it returning back into that fair value gap again is usually quite high. If it's going to go longer, it likes to come back, find support at it, and leave, right? So if you want to try and wait it out before your stop loss gets taken and it comes back to you, the entry you had here is out at a break even. You make $1,000 out here, or 500 you take out here, leave the other half on at break even. Comes back, it takes you out break even on that side. You see it close below, above you, and you go, ha ha, it all panned out. And I just nibbled some more money. And we've been nibbling money since this first entry. That entry right there, we talked about here and here. We talked about running out this fair value gap right here. The reversal, there's that little reversal. If we trade above it, which we do right here, you trade back into it right there. You get long right there. That's the reversal. So now we've got both sides of it. You're trading back into this range again. So you trade back in. Look at that, all the way to the top. You literally go perfect entry, perfect exit, done. That right there, from that entry is 48 to 68. There's 40 handles right there. That's 160 ticks. I think, is that right, Derek? 160 ticks, 40 to 1. That's 160 ticks of your 320 for the week. Just in this range, you grabbed a bunch here. You've done your whole week just in this 1 minute setup, and you watch it carefully enough, you'll see your runs. And then if you're playing, again, you say, okay, when I've entered into these on the way down, I'm going to start paying myself here. And then when it starts to go back up again, I'll reload in again, get back out here. So there's more than 160 ticks that we've grabbed. Just you've probably done your whole week's worth of trading all inside these if you just know what you're looking for. And you got out your break even, your fail safe. Trust me, that fail safe works just so deliciously. Deliciously. Does that help? Does that make sense to you guys? Oh, I've got all these little tiny hangnails. I chew my nails a lot. That's my stress, I think. Do you enter sessions? But I'm looking for a buy, Darren. But I'm looking for a buy, Darren. Are you looking to buy, Darren? Or are you looking to buy, comma, Darren? I'm not available. I'm not for free, Furbo. I'm not that easy. But without knowledge, just wishing to go up for higher liquidity. Why? Don't worry about wishing it to go somewhere. It means you're not watching price action. You should be able to swing this thing on either side, my friend. Don't worry about where you wish it would go. Because then you're saying, I want it to come to a spot where I can get in. You can watch this all the time. Now that inversion, you've broke below it. That little fair value gap right there now became an inversion if we close below it. There you go. Now if you trade back up into it, stop loss goes up here, rinse and repeat. You've taken out these highs. There's a swing point. Let's do it. Let's do it. What the hell? Let's put our stop loss up here. I'm gonna, yeah, $1,600. I got a lot of lots on there. We'll see what happens. Don't take this trade. I'm just gonna show you if it fails, how the hell to get out of it. Now again, watch. If it starts to take out too many of these, that's what I'm aiming for to get in. Right? See how it closed right on it? And literally went boop, gave you an opportunity to get in and go. If that's your setup, take that. I will like bodies getting below mine, so see it's taking too big a run now. I'm gonna wait. We'll get out of this. It's taken one, it's taken two, back into a discount array. See this range we're getting into now? Am I gonna hit 50% of that whole range? There's 50%. So my best, if I'm trading in a range, what am I using to get out? 50%. I'm using my fib tool here, here, and I'm slamming my stop losses, chasing this sucker all the way down because I'm in a small range, consolidating in a minute chart. I'm paying myself, and I wasn't able to get in. So you go, oh well, I don't care. I don't care. These things happen all the time. Oh, it's because the carrot's here. Okay, feast away. Have your nibble, your bit of carrot. He's back into this fair value gap, back into a CAM 1 entry. Look for this to return back up into here. So ideally, what are we looking for? We've got all these swing points taken. This would be nice if it could swing down, create a reversal pattern, and then we can work it all the way back up to this guy here, inside that range again. Pull our fib tool and start playing. See how we're anticipating this happening before it happens, long before it does? Because we're seeing the models, the entries, or the price action, and we're looking for a reversal, a reversal setup. So I want to see this tippy tap, come on down, get some more carrot, come right through this. That'll become an inversion. We're in a premium. Here's your discount array. You see them? Range, premium array, discount array, premium candle, discount block, or this big sucker here. So the lowest closed candle inside that run. Any advice on holding trades longer? Yes. Come up with a method that enables you to work the back end. If you want to hold that longer, come up, make sure your fail safe is following you down the way it's supposed to. And it's supported so that if it breaks the upside, you know you're on the wrong side. So you can manage it with a fail safe. You can manage it from the back end, saying every time there's a new fair value gap below me, 2 fair value gaps below me, I want to be above the second one. And when it comes back, breaks through that and comes back down, that's my fail safe. I'm out. And just be happy with being out there. You can also do, every time it keeps going down, the moment you get the first breakthrough on the downside. So if we get a long run, for example, right here, I'll give you this. This is a good example, this one right here, this morning. Right here. So let's say we get this point right here. We break above it, right there. You literally pop into it. It's like right away. Oh, look, we closed above. Next time it taps it, you get long. Fair value gap. So now we're going long. Fair value gap. We have not closed below it. You're going long. You're staying in. You're going long. Fair value gap. Your stop loss is trailing up behind it in whatever way you want to trail your stop loss. I don't want to tell you how to trade. You'll come up with your own strategy. But stop loss not broken. Stop loss not broken. We have not traded a body below it. Stop loss, stop loss. You're still trailing this all the way up. Stop loss, still not broken. Still not broken. Now it's broken to the downside. You get out the moment it pops back in, just like we did on a fail-safe. There's your fail-safe to get out right there. You're out of your trade. So you carried that from there, and we'll just say you literally saw this entry right here. So you have a perfect entry at 162, and you get out at the first time it fails right there at 253. That's 90 handles. Times that by, what was that, 4? 10? 900 handles? 900 pips? 900 ticks? What is that, Derek? 90 times 4, 360. And all you need is 320 for the week on a micro. And you just did it right there. 360. That's how you can manage it. That's one way. Trader's Luck, please do try as you just explained. This will help with holding the trades for a longer time and learn to trail. So I'll show you, as soon as we can get in one, I'll show you what I mean. If I can convince myself, don't forget I'm still working on my own issues. I don't have this perfect. I can explain it. The psychology, what talks, what starts going on inside my head. Am I trying to use a lot of logic to talk myself out of a trade? And is that trade because of my fear? So you journal that and say, was it the fear that held me back, or was it sound logic that got me out of the trade? I want to focus on the sound logic, the ones and zeros, binary trade, and not what the fear is. And the fear, believe me, it's real. It's real. Because with all the other stuff going on inside my head all the time, having that fear with trading doesn't help. So see that? That's a beautiful trend line phantom break. Right there, all the way back to 50% of the range. Fair value gap, consolidation, reaction, get above this. So if we get a body above this, what does this become now? That's the run for here and here. Small little nibbles. But that's how mice get cheesy fat, man. Next run down. So I look at this and I go, is this the next price leg down? That would be a nice little run down, that run for the rejection block down below. So wait for this body to close above. Discount array, premium array. If we get above this and come back to it, you go long for the premium array. So watch where that one closes. There you go. Now watch. See it come back in. Tippy tappy. Run all the way down. You can get all the way into here. If you close below it, come to it. Get out. That's your fail safe. So you're inside this little range here. Pull your fib tool. Once you get in here, pull your fib tool, 50%, 62%. You can use that method to get yourself out. You can look for just the premium and discount arrays like order blocks. You can look for fair value gaps, find some support at them, and start pushing out for premium fair value gaps. That's a fair value gap. That's an inversion now. You want to see it provide support at that inversion. You don't want to start seeing it close back down. There you go. Right on it. Nice tippy tap. Start running up. There's the opportunity for those people who want to get in long right there. Let's go long. And if it takes us out, our stop loss will go down here. Now, it can run us out real quick, or if we have a body close below and come back to it, there's our fail safe. That's it. I won't let that go any lower. I'm out. That's my other backup. But like it got squeezed right there and I chickened out. Got 8 seconds. Wait and see. You want to see that snap right back over this, otherwise your stop loss is getting run. Look at that. It closed below. Now get out right there. That's where your fail safe saved your bait. Back up inside it. We've closed below this thing that we're looking to get low on. And you said, and it was a good thing that if you got in here, where's the break above? Got in here, 50%. What's 50% of the range? This is why when you're literally overlapping your arrays and you're trying to get in on an overlapping array, like look at that. That's your entrance right there, and your 50% is right there. So you're literally going in and out right away. And the next one's above you, which it never reached. It just went to the 50%, rolled over, and came back down. Now you wish that you got out right there. Fail-safe worked. I bailed early because as soon as it starts to hit the rejection block, I give you the rejection block at worst. So my other rule is if it hits the rejection and starts coming through, I'll get out before the stop loss. It should just come down to this mean threshold. and stopped there. It ran all the way through to rejection, pulled back, went back up into the range, premium, and then finally gave up the ghost. You'll get better at reading these points and say, nope, that's going down in time. Anyways, went short just at 276. Only took a couple of handles. Only took a couple of handles. You got to celebrate that, man. Say, I just nailed 2 handles. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's more than the loss I just took. Well, you said 48 to 68, which is 20. My handwriting mistake. Sorry, I was going to say something else, and it was the same other else written forever. It feels like consolidation, so no more. I'm going to watch this. It's now midnight, 12 a.m. See you tomorrow. Well, appreciate your dedication, Ferba. Have a good sleep, man. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. It feels nice to see you live. No trades, no loss. I'm okay today. Yeah, man. You go, Ferba. Derek. We're now in the Silver Bullet PM, 2-3 p.m. What can we find? NQ has been more difficult than today, and Yam has been very compliant. How's the weather in Alberta? Vancouver still rainy and hot. Think it's helping trading. Lucas. Vancouver's doing well, is it? Good. Yeah. Carla's son is out there, and he's got a company called Swoop. Look at that. Just ran out the sell sign back into the order block on the swing, back into down close candle, run back up into order block. Really tight consolidation. You got to be really on the ball to catch these right now. So just wait for a decent setup. This is where you can get all your profits nibbled away at. Today in Alberta, it's been really nice. Like, what are we at for today in temperature? +4. +4 and cloudy. +4 and cloudy. Lucas, we're probably going to have to meet up sometime when I come out there. We're coming out in the summertime. And we like to come up to Vancouver every once in a while because we want to see Baron. Shout out to Baron and Swoop, the awesome graphics designers out there in Vancouver. You want to get your website set up, you see Baron, smart kid, his group at Swoon will take care of you. Tell him Darren sent you. And if you're looking for graphics, you're looking for someone to set up, take care of your redesigning your websites, or helping you rebrand, go see my buddy Baron at Swoop in Vancouver. And he'll take care of you. They do stuff all over the world. I'm so glad I found your live stream, Rock Trader. Oh, good. I'm glad it's helping you, making you feel better. I just want you to feel good about your setups, man. I just want you to feel like this is not this ominous beast that people make it out to be. It can be something you can tame it. Once you can recognize some of the things that are in it, you can get beat up. I'm showing you some examples of how to get beat up, but I'm also trying to show you a way to be able to save your, if you're wrong, a fail-safe method that I should have patented. No, I shouldn't have patented it. You guys are all welcome to it. It's for free. If you want to use it, great. If you come up with a better one, tell me. Share it with us. Like I'm sharing my one with you, share it with me. Because I'd like to hear. I'd like to see it. Help us all out. Let's all move forward, man. Let's all make our trades less stressful. I want to save some of the cortisol. I can feel the cortisol in the world. So there's a lot of stress out there. Let's reduce some of that stress, shall we? Especially when it comes to a market that's just oozing with it. It is the medium through which these candles will float. We're short at 276 and didn't hold. The fair value gap strategy made sense. Today we will generate liquidity, then tomorrow's news and continuation will give us everything we might be looking for. Don't finish all. Yes, Stanley. I like the way you're thinking, brother. See, he's like, I can feel it coming to me, my friends. I can feel the setup coming tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. Hell yeah. Come to me, baby. Come to me. I like the way you're thinking, my friend. Yeah, get excited about this. This consolidation, all good. Higher time frame, consolidate away, my friends. This 15-minute one right over here. Are we going to get this reversal, come back down, find some support inside this, and start slamming her back and aiming from this one to this one? That's a lot of pips. A lot of handles in a day, my friends. A lot of handles. There's 100 handles right there. That's all up for grabs tomorrow for the low price of tune in and see. And we will find our setup. Can you show an example of an order block? Yeah. Any one of these are order blocks. But when they get validated, start with the basic, how to basically, not all order blocks are created equal, as Michael would say. This, for example, is an order block. How do we know it's an order block? Because it's been validated at the top. It's a down close candle, and it becomes a valid order block when we break the high right there. At that point, it becomes an order block for me as a basic order block. This candle is not an order block that I want to work with until we get below it right here. So to me, it's not a valid order block. I ignore it. It's not until I get below it that I find now I validate 3 points of data on it. This candle here, it doesn't become an order block till I run above it. Now it becomes 3 points of order. 1, 2, 3. And look at this. It comes all the way down. Do we get a reaction off of it? Off of it? 1, 2, 3, 4 times we got a reaction off of that. Not this one, this one. This is the next one. These two together, added them together, make a 2-minute order block because we validated them the moment we got above them. When you get below them, this guy gets validated the moment right there. Becomes valid. 3 points of data. What does it do? It comes back into bing, bing, hits that first point of data and rejects off of it, and we start coming back down. Becomes an order block. That's as basic as I can make it for you. Now, this order block will turn into a breaker the moment it becomes the highest up close candle before a run below an old low. If we run that low out right there or there, this becomes a breaker. It becomes a senior candle. So not only do we get some support at it here, we come back, we find support at it again here, and we run rejection block. It's not till we finally get through the midpoint of it here, trade back into order block here, that we start running through it. And now we start running for higher arrays, which is the mean threshold of that candle. Does that make sense, Invest? John, still looking to take out the 101 high. The 101 high. Oh, 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock high? Yeah, 101. 1300. If you say 1300, I'll understand you. I work in military time. See, we get down into this order block right here. See the body? Body? It's the lowest down close candle. So we cut through candles. Retail doesn't believe in cutting through candles, but we do. We cut through candles. Body gets a reaction off of it, and we're starting to get back into this range again. That range you've just created right here, you start to run back up into a premium array. Discount, premium, breaker to breaker. See, we're right inside it now, and we're right inside this inversion again. So you can see what happens if we had left that stop loss there and just kept trading every time it came into one of our 3 levels. Here, the moment it came down to a level, I would take some money out or take it all out. If it comes back in there, I'll trade it again. Or I'll trade that. I'll take the second one. Now I've got 2 of them on. Oh, now I've got all 3 of them on. The moment it trades back into rejection block, I'm all 3 of them out. Right there. All 3 out right there. Then you wait. Oh, look. They're back on again. 1, 2, 3. Stop loss is still sitting up here. Then you can say as soon as it comes back into inside this range, what candles have I got? I'm inside that candle and this candle. So you're looking for order block, mean threshold. Take a piece off there. If you're looking for rejection block, you didn't get it. Should have got it off here. You're in a small range now, so always go for the order blocks before the rejections. As soon as that happens, you get one, slam yourself into break even on that one and this one. So you got a piece here. You get hit your order block. That little one made you some profits. Then all of a sudden it goes boop, pops back in, loads you on again, all 3. Stop loss is still up here. If that's how you play your stop loss all the time, I don't care if my stop gets taken. That's what I don't have one of your fail safes there, and I don't care to have it. You say, okay, whatever. You're still in then. You're underwater through all this. And the moment you hit rejection block again, right there, you're out. That one breaks even. You made profit here and here. Or you go for here, or you go for here, or you go for fair value gap, premium, discount, array. Discount, premium, all down close candles. We want to run back up into a premium level before either extending down further or bouncing around inside this small little range here. So this is just coming back in. Now it's taking out that high. You would have caught just this whole cluster of entries. You would have caught them multiple times over. Every time it comes to a level that you can get out, go back in and say, I get to start this whole trade all over again. Oh, I come back. I'm going to get out, start this whole trade all over again. All 3 of them. I just keep doing that until it finally takes you out. And that stop loss, whatever you finally get taken out on the stop loss, you're like, man, I made all my money back in here. That's nothing. That was just extra change I had sitting in my pocket. I thought I'd give it one more go. Easy to say, I know, after the fact, but all those made sense, right? I didn't make those up. Those are all logical levels that if you know how to stay inside that range and trade it, it doesn't shake you off. It doesn't blow you off because you've got this, you know what you're looking for in a discount array. That's that candle right there and that candle right there. Remember, we validate it when we get below it. We validate it when we get above it. You're between that candle and that candle. So if you run here and you get back in, that's the candle you're aiming for to get some profits out, which is what I was trying to do when I was jumping in here. I wanted it to get here. Got it? Great. It extended the range. Great. I got this candle here and this candle here. If I get below it, that's the range you're trading in, not a fun one. So you got this fair value gap above you. That's a premium. As soon as you trade below it, which you wicked below it, you want to see it trade back into it. Didn't. If that would have been here, you could have got in there and aimed for rejection block. Rejection block. Anyway, you get the idea. Terry Sullivan. Yes, my friend, we're back again. I'm going to leave soon because I got to go for a walk. I've been sitting in this damn chair for hours. I got to try and give my back a bit of a stretch here. But I'm going to, Terry, your new name's going to be the governor. You're going to be the governor. Because you're older and wiser. Invest, yes, sir. Wish I could pick your brain. You can. Pop on the Telegram channel if you have questions and I'm around. I will be more than happy to answer them for you, my friend. Just study ICT stuff and come here and apply it. And if I've got some time on the evenings, I usually sneak in here around 10 o'clock in the evening my time, just before my wife goes to bed. I know I've got about 20 minutes worth of playtime while she gets ready for bed. So I shoot down here and I'll answer some questions. So you'll always see me come in here around 10 o'clock, not on live, but on the Telegram channel. So you can pick my brain just before I go to bed. So that's available to you as well. I always sneak in here when she goes off to the bathroom. I sneak in here and answer some questions. And then she comes out. I run back outside. If she's listening to this, she's like, oh, that's what you do. I knew you were up to something. John, time to look long. Or it gets ready to take out your stop loss. Now watch this candle right here and this one here. Watch that little spot there. Now you're going to start bringing all these over, cleaning them up. Isn't that strange? It's a perfect fit there as it was there. That's a bit odd. Premium discount. Terry, a breaker is a high or low candle that takes out a previous high or low. A breaker is a low candle, it's the lowest body candle on a swing that allows for a price to run above an old high. This is a swing point. That's an old high, old high, old high, old high. This is a breaker because it ran up above that one, that one, that one, and there was nothing in between here. They're all bull candles there. So that's a nice strong breaker. That's a queen. That's a high order, senior array, senior candles, senior chess piece, whatever you want to call it. It's a senior piece. Whereas, see how this candle here is the low candle that does not take out the high, mitigation. It's a mitigation block. This one here, take out that old high, mitigation. Mitigation blocks are not super strong. Oh, look at this. Look at this. How many people got in here? Remember you were talking about going long John? Long John Silver? Nope. As soon as you see that breakdown below it right there, you pop in, you're going short, looking for your discount array. It's like magic, my friends. It's magic, magic, magic. Now you're slamming your stop loss into break even, and you're spooling out on using your fib tool to get out of this. At 50%, 62%, you paid yourself right there. If it comes back and takes you out, as soon as it hits 62, I'd be at 50% and get your stop loss out of there. You would have been taken out and you would have just made profits from there all the way down to there and paid yourself there and there, and 80%. So if you took out 10 there, 20 there, 80% got taken out at 50% because you constantly move it down to the one below. You're inside the range, right? It's a quick way to trade it out. You came back into a discount array. Now if it runs up above you and takes out all this stuff above, you just got to bank some cash with zero stress. Because the first time it broke the first point right here, you slam it up to break even. You hit 62%. You slam it now back to stop. Just take your stop loss and just drag it down, drag it down, drag it down. Every single time you make the next one, drag it down to the one above. And that's just a method you could use. It may not be your method. I'm not trying to tell you how to trade it. Just trying to give you options or ideas on how to trade something really quick inside a small little range like that. I don't think it's referred to as a market maker sell model. How can we join the Telegram channel? Trader's Luck, you can just join it by look at the bio right above me. In the section there, you'll see links. Click that, and you'll see inside the links, there's a thing called Telegram. Pop in there, and Mohammed, true love right there. Love to see that. Isn't that beautiful, Mohammed? Don't you just love that when that happens? Delicious. Delicious, my friend. Delicious. John, that was a while ago before this spike. Oh, okay. Sorry, John. I'm a little slow on my my reading. I apologize. But it's still looking long. He says it's still long. No, I don't agree, buddy. It's short. Until I can see a reversal pattern happening here, or I see a play off of the discount array, I want to see it provide support here to go long. If it doesn't, I'm still short. There's nothing that tells me this is long right now. It has to get above this premium array inside this range. It has to be above premium to go higher, because then you have this candle here. There's a swing point. It's a lame way to make a breaker, I know. Ideally, I'd like to see it actually get below here for that to be a nice strong breaker. But if we can get down into this a bit deeper, it has come back to a discount array to provide support. So yes, that could go long, but I'm still bearish for the reversal into a discount array, hopefully looking for a further downside. This is one of those little candles that you will trade off of to get back on to continue down lower the moment we get below it. And there you go, we validated it now, so it becomes 3 important points of entry. Ideally, you want a body closing below that, and you want to start getting into this level here. So watch. So John, what you want is this to provide support and start going back up again. And I won't be bullish until I'm above that. So right now, even if it comes back into here, I'm still bearish. Older and wiser maybe, but I still like to learn from people who can direct me. You're awesome, Terry. I love your attitude, man. 77 and you're like, just keep teaching me. I'm here to learn. You don't let ego get in the way. That's the way I want to be. When I get your age, I want to be the same way. I want to be young people, old people. I don't care, anybody. It doesn't matter what your race, creed, I don't care. If you got something to teach me, I'm eager to change my mind on what I used to believe yesterday. So far, John, looking good. You're still finding some support off of that. You want to really start pushing back through this candle here now. Get on top of this one. Validate this candle right here. Pop above it. Come on, get up there. Because now you want, now you want some padding, John. You don't want to come back in here. You want to get a body above this and find some support at that. You want this one to get validated and get support. Otherwise, this one's valid and we get support from below. So those two are what we're trying to look for. Which one are we going to have? Padding above or padding below? John's like, I knew it. I knew it was long. There you go. That's a little bit above, so that's good. Tap it and go. Keep pushing higher. Now this could be another price leg up. I'm not bullish until we get past here. So here's your range. What array in here provides support and what one's a discount? There's your discount array, tapping right into it nicely, pushing up higher, looking for a premium array right here. Look for price to key off of here, 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 here. There's 3 different arrays inside that sucker right there. So watch. And we also have this inversion right here. So premium inversion, discount fair value gap. And see how we've hit the inversion again? And we're snapping off of it, which is fine. You want to see it start driving back up hard, or just rolls over and starts coming back for the new price leg down. So kind of multiple different scenarios lining up here. So John's like, screw that, it's going to go higher now. Now if it closes above here, I'm all with you, John. And John's like, I saw that coming. My crystal ball told me that was already going up. We're already looking long. That's where I need my proof. Otherwise, we're just coming into a premium inside this range just to come back down, extend the range back into a deeper discount here. So watch that spot right there. Order block 1412. Order block 1412. He says 1412. Right here. That's the breaker. Yeah, that's a breaker. 1412. That's what I'd like to, ideally like to see it come down to for me. But for you, you want to see that 50% of that range get hit. We came back to the fair value gap, found support at it. And now we're pushing up through here. So now I'm about to turn bullish with John. I'm about to fully embrace John's idea and go long. So rejection block. We'll see where this one ends up. If this just comes up to rejection block and snaps down below this in this level here, I'm still temporarily, but feeling very, I've got a bear with horns. That's all I can say. It's like a bullish bear. Ideally, if there's your line in your sand, right? If it closes below or above this, and we're definitely going to go keep going. 2 seconds, 1 second. There you go. John, I'm with you, buddy. I'm going long. Good for you, man. Way to go, John. Short-term bearish. Don't change your mind now. Short-term bearish, yes. No, short-term bullish. You were right. I want to see 18,276. Yeah. You got 18,276. Mohammed, mate, I am 22, 1 year and a half. Trading still not profitable, but break even. Try not to give up, but sometimes it's frustrating. Mohammed, I totally get it, man. I feel your pain. But the more you study this, and take a breath, breathe, focus on your trade setup. Get your plan, write your plan down if you have to on a piece of paper, watch it, write it out, and just mark it on a piece of paper saying, here's my entry, or put a little stick in there that says that's where my line's going to be with my entry, and practice it there until you start getting good with it. Then get a demo account and start trading it on a demo account saying, here's my entries, here's my exit, here's my fail safe. Right? Your confidence will come. You've only been doing this for a year. You're still very, very green. And you're young. You're full of testosterone. You're ready to go ripping it up. Pace yourself. Pace yourself. Any suggestions? Yeah, I just gave them to you. Just missed it. We are going. Just need a bit more. There is a pullback. And good, Terry Mohammed. Keep going, mate. This channel will turn it around for you. I started in late 90s. He started, that's 30 years ago. Sheesh. Terry's been around the block. My friend, listen to him. You got lots of people in here, Muhammad, they're 100% behind you, my friend. We're here to help you. Pace yourself. Slow. Give yourself time to study it. You don't need to make $1 million by next week. If you do, you're in the wrong place. We're just trying to study it. We're trying to give you the grace and the love and the support to just go slow. Take your time. You'll feel so much better once you get this and this under control. Your carrot lost. Did it? Quite well. So, break above. It is kind of a lame kind of breaker, but yeah, find support at it. Start going higher. Do we have another return back down into discount array? Premium, discount. We haven't hit the discount. We just bounced off of it. So we want to see this trade below this, come into it, and start running for down here. Don't forget this breaker here. Last down close candle before a run above an old high, old high, old high. Okay. Your carrot lost might give you an opportunity for a pullback. 18,275 for your pullback. 18,275. Yes. If you come back and tap this inversion, tap it, not a body close below it, because now I'm between here and here. I'm stuck. Ideally, I'd have to stick with the rule, which is this could be the swing inversion or swing turn. Then you're going to start trading inside this range. Pull your fib tool, take your 50%, scale yourself out in case you're wrong, and slam that stop loss in behind it real fast. Here's a great opportunity to practice if this works. Practice your fib tool. You can even just say, I'm going to put it there. You don't have to actually put a demo trade in there. You could say, here's my box. If I trade below it and I come into it, 1, 2, 3 entries, stop loss goes here. If I close above it, like that, I'm wrong, I'm out. Close all your trades. If I start to trade below it or I come into it, collect them and start to run back down, pull your fib tool. The moment you hit 50%, scale out one of your trades and slam the rest of them to break even. Then go to 62%, move to 50, and scale out another one. If you get down to this breaker, scale out another one and move to 62% until you get taken out. And just keep scaling out at the next point and the next point until you're done. And just try it. See how well it works. Do I trade FOMC tomorrow? There's a little way to trade these FOMCs and on news events, and you'll here's your opportunity. See that right there? Did you see it? Did you take it? Now do your trade. Now do your setup. I just gave it to you. Now practice. Practice, practice. Do this. Practice. If you're in this trade right now, here's your chance. Oh, there's 50% right there. If you're in 50%, take a piece off. You'd have to move to break even. If you come up into here, I'm going to take one right here just to kind of play with you guys. So if it trades above it, that's $1,000. I shouldn't have 6 handles on that. Okay, I'm wrong. I got to get out. See, I closed above. It closed above. And then it started running up some more, so I got out. There. I could have stayed. Because remember, it comes back into it. Could have got out right there. My rule is it started trading up above my open, so I'm out. That's my thing. But you may just go, I trust that it's going to come back here before it takes my stop. Then you can get out there. And if you're still in this, good. Keep practicing. Wait for your 50%. Take a piece off right there. Move to break even. Right there. And if it goes to 62%, slam it up to 50. If it makes it to 70, move to 62. Protect your back end real quick. I will look at FOMC tomorrow. We will talk about it. I don't know if I'll trade it, but we will talk about it. I'll talk about the idea of the setup that can occur during news releases, and we'll see if it pans out. Again, it may be just an information session. I wouldn't recommend you actually trade it, but we'll try some things that you can look for during a news event, and you guys can decide whether or not you like it. Hopefully that answers your question, Jeremy. I'm 40 and been trading since I was 18. Holy, good for you, John. That's awesome. So I bet you've got a few stories about this and this getting in the way of trading, especially starting at 18. There's 50%. You take a piece off there. Terry Sullivan, Muhammad, don't jump from guru to guru. I have, so stay here. Appreciate that, guys. I am not a guru. As much as I respect what you're saying, I am not a guru. I'm just trying to show you how I look at price, that's all. Back in the days when we called our prices in. So John, you and Terry have got something in common then. They used to have to call his trades in, $50. It used to cost them $50 to get in and $50 to get out. You don't have the options of just click, 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 click. You can buy it to your heart's content just clicking a mouse. It's amazing how technology has changed a lot since then, hey? Already tapped it. Missed the boat. There is a VI or V1 right through below 271. A VI, V1, 6. What is that, Russian? Roman numerals? What is it, VI? Volume imbalance? What you're saying? See how that consolidation, you entered in here, you got paid right there. It's also rejection block, and it's also 50%. And then if you moved your stop loss to break even, you got down and tip, came back up, took you out. So you made your bit of profit and you cleaned out the rest of you at break even. If you held your stop loss. I didn't, I bailed on mine. So as you can see, my rule doesn't always pay profits, but in consolidations, I didn't get a full stop on my stop loss. And if you're still holding your stop loss up there, now you got to hope that it still comes back down to your 62%, because it's just banging off that 50 right now, which to me has more support for an upside run. Hello, my Lola, Morita, my dear, how are you? Love you, John. Kirkio paid the price, eh? Yeah, I bet Terry and John have seen some stuff. I bet you guys have seen a lot of stuff in the years. You're trading, a lot of mindset. You guys could probably write books of trades, how you can, how fear can govern a trade, how you can enter, how you can revenge trade. See, damn you. I'm going to double down on my thing. I know for sure I'm going to get it this time. In that gambler's mentality, you have to try and overcome. That's what my whole objective is. This is trying to create something that you can have a fail-safe that protects you, and you're coming into the logical place. And if it fails, your fail-safe's going to hopefully save you. And if it doesn't, it's going to save you more often than your stop loss will. Your stop loss, it just means that you're obviously really wrong in your setup, which is good. That means you just need to refine your setup. Or you're just jumping in everywhere and chasing candles, and you're definitely not ready to trade live. Definitely not. If you're chasing candles, makes me cringe just thinking back in the days where I was doing hundreds of trades. I'd do like 30 trades in an hour. Almost minute by minute I was chasing that damn candle. Oh, it's scary thinking. John's like, yeah, I've been through it all. Yep. NivTrader, nice to be amongst some fellow oldies. I started trading in the mid-'80s. Holy smokes. Look at these wise old birds I got in here. I love it. I love it. Welcome. Young and old. Look at that. We got a 21-year-old and we got some veteran traders. I love it. And you're going to see some of the evolution. You must see some of the evolution of the markets and how people look at the markets over the years. So you look back at the times, Terry and John, when you look back, or NivTrader, when you guys look back at these, at the way they used to analyze the market and how much retail has sold us on the idea that you must have Bollinger Bands and MACD convergences and Elliott waves and batwing patterns and troughs and trends and head and shoulders reversal patterns. You think about that was the standard back then, right? And books, thousands and thousands of books have been written on that stuff. But then when you get down into this and you start looking at minute by minute, order block by order block, you start to go, that stuff has zero to do with what's going on. Not once have you heard me mention any of that stuff other than a trend line phantom getting broken. That's all you've heard me mention about, right? None of that stuff, no fundamentals, no news release stuff. You never heard me mention one of those. And I really give it to you guys for sticking around, and Terry especially. They say you can't teach an old dog new tricks. My God, you're an exception to the rule, my friend. You're saying, hell no, I'm here to learn something new and to give up all of that, or not to give it up, not to suggest that you should. Having all of that old stuff, and you say, how valid is that old stuff to the new stuff, to the stuff that looks clean, and the charts aren't messy, they're not filled with all this crap, these indicators, that we can do it by looking at each candle. Wow. And to try and there's a sense of, man, I invested a lot of myself in there. It's like saying I've invested in this all-time cool wooden boat. It weighs 1 million tons, but I love this boat and I'm not giving it up for the sake of anything. And then this new cool boat comes along and you say, you want to get to from A to B? You should join this boat. You say, no, man, I've invested too much time, effort. This has been polished. Look at all this paint on here. I've got 30 coats of paint on this boat. I ain't giving up this boat. It's got holes in it, and I keep bailing it, and people are ripping around you in jet skis and stuff, and you go, oh, I got to give up this boat. But there's so much invested in it, right? So it takes a lot of courage. I give it to you guys for taking the courage to be able to say, I'm going to look at this stuff and open myself up to the possibilities of there may be some validity to this, right? If it's not, you go back to your old plan. It's no different than when I'm trying to help somebody with a problem. I always start off with it saying, I don't want you to let go of your problem. I want you to hold on to your problem. In fact, hold on to it tightly. I'm going to give you some suggestions, but all I want you to do is just think about the suggestion. But if you want to hold on to that problem, I don't want you to let go of it. I only want you to let go of it when you know or you feel the need to let go of it. And then give yourself the opportunity to embrace the possibilities. That's all I ask for. And then I start talking, using some NLP stuff to help you shift your model of the world, loosen your grip on your model of your world, right? so that you can let go of that pen, that model of the world that you're holding on to. So kudos to you guys for taking all that old stuff, looking at the new stuff, seeing where your new stuff and your old stuff mesh, or whether you need to just scrap that and start all over again. And never being afraid. Man, I got so much respect for you guys for that. So much respect. SI still holding. We shall see. We're going into 311 new week opening gap. Stoic Jack. Carrot? Oh, sorry. The carrot sideways, Stoic Jack. You know, when I put my carrot sideways, it means I got no opinion. We're consolidating. Now, when you see this consolidation, how many are getting excited about this? How many are going, ooh, I see a CAM model coming up here. I see a whole new trade strategy coming up. A CAM model 1, 2, 3. Oh, they're delicious. I can't wait for it to appear. Look at your higher time frame. What's the likelihood of it continuing higher, continuing lower? Your 15-minute, we still haven't had a break in structure on a 15-minute to support a downward run. Right? Hasn't even happened on a 15-minute yet. We've had a couple of returns. We could still capitalize on these little returns, and then it breaks above again and starts going us back into a continuation on the upside. This has always been a continuation. If you put this trade on this morning right in here and you went, I'm going long, I'm out with Derek doing golfing. He's giving me some lessons. I'll come back at the end of the day. Oh, we're still up there. Okay, good. Move up all my stop losses and just wait. Pay for that round of golf because Derek likes to pay for expensive rounds of golf. Love your stream and the Telegram. Oh, good. Good. I spent thousands on courses back in the day. Oh, I think about all the money I've spent on self-help books. And the best thing you can invest in, my friend, never, ever, ever doubt or ever, my personal belief is never beat yourself up over investing in the number one most important thing, and that's you. You. Invest in yourself. And all those things that you can help other people with will be so much better when you take this instrument and you fine-tune it. And believe me, I've done so many different jobs. If you understood my life and the things that I've done, I've always been a risk taker, always been a invest in yourself. I've taken so many courses. I've got so many certificates and so many different things that I've been interested in. And it's interesting. They're like little pieces of a puzzle. As you get older, you start to realize, oh, I can use that piece over there. I can use that piece over there. And before you know it, you start to make a whole new different mosaic that makes you, you. And you start to be able to use it to help other people. Well, look at this. We need a big bold candle shooting straight up now. Come back down. Give you a CAM 1 model for further upside. Keep your eyes on this daily prize up here. See how we're between these two fair value gaps now? Look for that spot right there, that new inversion, or sorry, that new price imbalance above us. Look for that to get re-hit one more time, which is also that inversion fair value gap on the daily. So you see the big bold candle hit that. Stop loss goes down here. If you lose 50% of it, that's your fail safe. Not yet. We're not there yet. We haven't broken up above it. We're still sitting. This could be one of those bendy kind of consolidation. Bendy. It's an ICT term. Bendy consolidation. Love your stream. I spent thousands of hours on courses back in the day. Good for you, man. I like hearing that because you invested in yourself. You invested in something. All I've traded was futures. I started on corn and Australian dollar at 18. Wow, good for you. Corn. I did the nice little wheat one not too long ago. Corn, I love it. I took almost all or have all training courses. Good for you, John. Man, you got so much knowledge in that head. How do you separate what works and what doesn't work? When you hear all this stuff, how does that, I'd like to know what your perspective on all the stuff that you've learned. the NivTrader and Terry and John, with all the stuff you guys have done, how is this information for you guys? I'd like to know I'd love to interview you guys. How is this for you? Hit the like, says Chris. I still use indicators, ICT, and algorithm I build. Terry, I actually got Larry Williams to place trades for me. No way. How's that? We're in the presence of royalty, man. He knows we have 2 degrees of separation now. We know a guy who knows Larry Williams directly. Like, awesome. This is on a different level. We traded by indicators. It's hard to get rid of that rubbish. It is. I would imagine it would be. I'm 64 and I've been trading since the 1990s. Look at you guys. I'm in the presence of legends. I love it. John, my mentor for years was Peter Eliades, who's good friends with Larry. Look at all you guys. I love this. This is so great. I feel like I'm with some war vets. I know when I had a war veteran in the back of my ambulance. Oh man, I was so grateful, so honored to be there helping that guy out, and just listen to some of the stories. Man, I heard some amazing stories with some of those old guys. And I feel like I'm with some legends here now, some veterans of the market. Thank you for turning up. Thank you. This is cool. 100%. Jim Rohn. Books are awesome. I remember Jim Rohn. Good self-help stuff. I love Jim Rohn. The Daily Trading Coach is a good book also. Jim Rohn. Work is awesome. Tony Robbins' mentor. I like it. Jim Rohn. Long looking good. Yep, exactly, Niv. Respect you, mate. The most important person in your life is your wife. And you know what? My wife is amazing. You know, you have a person that is, and I've done a lot of dating. When I was younger, a lot of dating. And when I found her like 10 years ago, man, it's just totally changed my life. Totally changed my life. And she's been with me through my trauma, through my career ending, the whole identity crisis I had to go through when you're in your prime. And most people, when you retire, right? But when you get snatched out of a job that you're in your prime doing, and you go through 4 surgeries, and she was there through, especially the stuff I went through in Germany when the surgery went well, but then I developed the infection and I had to stay an extra week. I had pneumonia and I had to stay. She was with me in the hospital. They pulled a bed up and she was in the hospital with me. She was amazing. And she continues to keep me calm and keep me centered, because I have a lot of stuff goes through my head with the work that I've done. So she's just an amazing, amazing woman. I'm so grateful to have her. Amazing. So yes, Terry, I agree. She is my most important thing, along with my family. My mom and dad, they're still going. 83 years old. Oh, I love you guys. I just want to squish their little faces. They're so cute. Thank God for my wife handling my trading career. Yes, you got to give. I'd be a few mentors. I've had a few mentors. They all have been in their 50s to 70s. I think ICT is the best by far. I spent thousands of hours listening. Now, I can relate to that. Every video that guy's made, I've got a copy of it. I've studied it, and I live and breathe it. I try to imagine how he looks at the charts. I try to put myself in his position. It's kind of like what Tony Robbins used to say, right? If you want to be like successful people, you act and think like successful people. You don't instill ICT concepts with a negative mindset. That's not how he was successful. He didn't get where he is based on negative thinking. He had negative thinking. He went through all that stuff, right? And he shared ways to get around that with us. But you want to be successful? Get successful in here. Get successful in here. All this stuff we can teach you. You can learn it. Look at that Cam 1 model. See how it breaks down? Shot back up. Cam 1 model. Boom. Beautiful. Run below the lows. Inside this fair value gap. We've got a trade now. We've got a swing low. And we've got a pop up. A body's broken the high. We're back inside. Now I'd be out. For that Cam model, I'd be out just because I see this reversal happening here. I'd move to the sidelines. If I took this entry in here and it came back to here and I go, oops, we're above that, I'm out. I get out right there and wait. And see how that one's come right back inside there. Stop loss goes here. The moment we break that high, slam up my stop loss to break even. And I'm aiming for this up here, this premium array. 50% of here, where the carrot is. 50% of that. Take some out there. Stop loss, break even. As soon as it takes that high, pay yourself. 50%. Pay yourself. Pull your fib tool. Pay yourself at your different rhythms all the way up. Just inside here. Boom, boom, boom. There's a trade entry there, out there, in there. Pay yourself there. Because if it rolls over now and takes you out, you have been glad you paid yourself, my friends. How's that for a 2-minute drop? Yeah, that's a nice little, guess what? Let's go lower. But that's not a break lower, right? That's just a price leg down, an impulse leg down, took out a low. We came back to consolidation, Cam model 1 entry. You see this set up, you go, ooh, we actually have a swing pattern. Get out right there. Get in right there. So you can literally put a buy order in here, a buy order in here, sell order in there. And as soon as it hits that one, so you put one order here, 2 orders here, it will close out your 1 order there and put 1 order in for a long. And then you put your stop loss right up tight and go, I don't care if it comes back and takes me out. Again, you got to be super quick to catch that stuff. Super quick. We'll get there. All of us will get there. That was nice, the drop from yesterday, opening price. All this chart leads up to the mindset. I have never lost at the market, but my mindset stops the success. But my mindset stops the success. I agree. Sometimes you can get really good at reading charts. This gets in the way. Oof. It becomes painful, man. Painful, because then you start having that little demon on the shoulder going, you suck. You got all these terrible things you start saying to yourself, and then you let that guy get on your head. That guy rules your trades. Totally rules your trades. Here's your fail-safe. Let's pretend there's a fail-safe here. Let's just put a candle and practice our fail-safes while we're here. Let's pretend. So watch. If this was your entry long, you paid yourself here. Aren't you grateful you did? Stop loss comes right slamming up against break even now. You're out. You paid yourself right there. In that short 2 minutes, you paid yourself. But let's pretend our stop loss is sitting down here. Let's practice this fail-safe again. So it's either going to rush us, blow us out here, and we're going to lose the full trade, which you would have anyway. Before you even heard of the fail-safe, you would have put your stop loss down there, and if it hits you, you go, oh, well, I lost. Now you see right here, there's a little imbalance right there. If I stretch it out, you'll see it more. See that? See how it's come right into it? Tapped it. Now for me, I would go whammo. I would slam it right up against there because I wouldn't want to see this get taken again. So I'd cut my stop loss, and I'm double checking it now, because if this continues to run down like this, then I'm out. Now watch. Let's see if I was right We'll see if this continues down now. You see where that closes on 8 seconds. Ooh, looky, looky. Close below. Give you one chance to get back out. How are you going to play this area here? Is that the low you're going to risk? Is it going to come back to our inversion so we can get out of this trade? Are you willing to close it off right here? How are you going to play this piece, this candle right here, right now? Are you going to, you see, now you're going to close it out? Or did you close it out the moment it ran this way and then popped into you? Because now your stop loss is taken. See that? That's what I didn't want it to. And I saved myself the distance between there and there. And look at that. The moment it pops below. But we paid ourselves up here. Isn't that delicious? All in 2 candles, 2 minutes. You still made some money. You gotta love it. Love it. Look at it. Don't you just love that when that happens? Delicious, my friends. Delicious. If you have the love of a good woman behind you, it makes you are so right, NivTrader. Like they say, behind every successful man is a equally successful and amazing woman. Super strong. That's me, man. That's me. And I don't consider myself super successful, but I find myself, I've done some pretty amazing things. I know I've made some changes in people's lives. I know I've saved people's lives. And to me, I could die tomorrow knowing, I know specifically some stories that are popping into my head right now that have made I made a difference in their lives for sure. For sure. So, great woman. Makes all the difference. So, God bless all you ladies out there. You're amazing. And you men, know what you got. Feed it love. Feed it love. Sorry, I didn't mean it. Feed her love. And I tell you, she'll blossom. She'll show you a whole new side. You'll find so much strength in yourself, having the strength and the power of love of a good woman behind you. I tell you. I'm right with you. I'm right with you there, NivTrader. Model the best. Yes, hopefully you know you're teaching mindset above technical. Yeah, right now I'm trying to teach a lot of mindset stuff. We're having fun in the mornings on trading technicals. But hopefully you're getting you see some of the logic in the mindset stuff too. I think it's because it's more cathartic for me. I'm trying to convince myself the same thing. Trying to sell myself the idea. Look at this. See this right here? Did you see that swing that we talked about before? Look at this. Slam down and look, watch this. Bing. Right inside it. So when you see a big displacement candle like that, and you see it coming back inside that, look at that. How delicious is that? We're trading from this one to this one. Literally here to there. You see that? When I talk about trading the high one to the low one, the swing high from the swing low, there's your swing high, here's your swing low, trading the distance between them. Which one's the strong one? This one survives or this one survives. Time of day, all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking for a moment down as we move through the last hour. Anyone else? Yeah, we get below here now. Derek, I like that. There's a breaker. We start giving away on the breaker here. This reversal, it's not a swing above an old high though. Body gets below it. We don't get even a chance to get back on it. So I can't even give you an entry here other than if we break below this with a nice body candle, come back into this breaker, find support. You want to see that breaker hold price. Stop loss goes above this high. If it starts to trade back into this Above the breaker, I would bail out. That would be the safeguard right there. But if you get a big bold body here, and it's late in the day, so I wouldn't even touch this anyway. But if it's if you can catch a couple of handles out of that, we've been able to, you know, watching this stay on the horse, you've been able to nibble out some profits here if you're quick and nimble. I'm looking for a movement down. Thinking the same, Derek, waiting for structure to hit a higher time frame. Otherwise, pump for FOMC. Derek, could be a breakaway gap down maybe. See how we want to make sure the mean threshold of that candle is lost. See how it's just banging off of it right now, finding support. It's a breaker. It's a senior candle. So you can expect, is there going to be a run back up into this consolidation again? Are we going to run above it, find some support, and run back up into this? So we have discount array, premium array, inside the breaker that's providing support. So don't marry the idea, because don't forget, all you've got right now is rejection block. See, if you're shorting that, pay yourself at a rejection block, because this candle's now been validated. So look for some support off of here. If this continues to push back up again, you're denied your run down, because the mean threshold is holding price of a senior candle. So watch right now. I agree with you. I'm still going bearish, but don't be overlooking the fact you may see a run back into this range here. We have a reprice rebalance. These little areas right here are leaving liquidity for me. Back in here, back into this candle here before the swing. Up close candle, you know, either one of those two, big breaker inside that little premium array. Kind of watch that here. If we pull back into this range, look for the premium portion of this, because there's nothing really above you other than this guy here, which is what you just banged off of. Now that I see it, now you want to see this drive right through. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Don't just give me a rejection block again. Come on. There you go. Right off that up close or down close candle there. Sorry, this up close candle here. Order block, return old low. Go, go, go. Get below here now. And you've got this candle here, up candle. There's buffer here now. We've got a swing point. We've got a candle that's getting a nice rock below. Good. That's what we're looking for initially. Now keep a close on this 13 seconds. Close it, come back, find support at it. Stop loss goes above. And you want that breaker. There you go. That's what you want. You may even see a fair value gap form here now. Watch the return to here. Get yourself a discount, like come back up here, I'll get your premium for a discount. You didn't even come back into here yet. Give it time. Breaker. See how it reacts in there. Nobody has to buy or go on psychology courses. Just listen to Darren. That's funny. Don't expect it to take out the morning lows, though, because I think maybe tomorrow is bearish day with the FOMC meeting and decision. I think that may move equities down by the end of the day. Good sound logic, Derek. I show equilibrium at 18,217. 18,217. Inside this big range here, 18,217 puts you. Oh, let's do that. Let's look right here. Oh, that's daily. Sorry. Oh, yeah, I guess daily would still put us. Let's have a look where that puts us. %50 puts us in the middle of this huge range it's created in the last few weeks. 50% puts us right here. I know that's not what you were looking at, Derek, but aha, we have a candle that goes below. We're looking for this now. That's that 15-minute job here. So let's go to a 5-minute and see what we see in here. Do we have a setup on the 5-minute chart? Breaking structure to the downside with a full body candle. You come back inside, you still don't come back inside that one. We have a full body break below here, come back inside here. Look at this order block to provide a level of support. That's your 5-minute setup. For all this finally rolled over, there's no setup in there that I can see other than maybe reprice, rebalance here. Trade below it, come back up inside it right here to get short. But on the minute, there's so much easier to see on the minute for these changes in directions. You don't even see it on a 5 or 15-minute. So kind of interesting. I show equilibrium. Hey, yeah, D, your rejection block, take profits idea, put money in my pocket again today. So helpful. Excellent. That's what I love to hear, buddy. That's what I love to hear. Been here for 10 hours. Going now. Thanks, mate. Jerry, thanks for your dedication, man. Your wife's going to kill me. She said, you're the salt that keeps my bloody husband up all night. Have a good sleep, man. Thanks for popping in. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna split too. I'm gonna go for a walk, get some exercise in here. I've been sitting here all day too. So I'm out of here. I love you guys. Thank you so much for letting me babble away here, go off on my little tangents. Thank you for your patience. I'm gonna go for a little walk before the big snowfall comes in the next few days. And I wish you guys all the best. Have a great day. Keep your powder dry. Let's see what we got tomorrow. And patience. We will find some awesome setups coming for the rest of the week. We'll find ourselves a big runner. And we'll see. Remind me about the switch to a different time frame and try and manage it from a different time frame, because I think I need to practice that one. I wouldn't mind trying that one out. But until tomorrow, my friends, it's been an awesome time. It's been fun. Love you all. Peace out. And we'll see you